Hello, my people. I am M Special. I come this evening with a very special information that is very heartbroken. I got it yesterday, direct from my own mother, and it was too late to make a video because I have to go to work this morning. And I kept it that when I come back from work, I will put this information on video for my people to see. Before I continue, this is M Special. I say good evening to all my viewers and subscribers, and I say welcome to the new ones. As you all know what is going on in Nigeria now, I do talk about Biafra, Nigeria, and Africa in general. Today, my heart is really broken, like I said before, since last night. You can also share this video, bring forth your comments, let us deliberate together and bring a tangible solution to any problem that we have found ourselves in our society, because it is only us that can make our society a better place. I am starting to think that Satan and the demons and people in hellfire are not the worst creature of God. I am really thinking that the worst creature of God are found in the Nigeria politicians, be it male or female. We all have seen Nigerian politicians paid talks to come and cause confusion, and now they are saying that the talks mixed together with the protest, there are some hoodlums, and they were the one that created it. But have you seen the COVID-19 palliatives? Nigerians' children were dying because there is no food. They were just sleeping and dying. And these people heartlessly held the whole food, seeing what was going on, never care. It is very hard for me to ponder on this, that a human being can be this heartless. That apart, they went ahead, they shot the protesters, the soldiers. Now Nigerian soldiers are saying that they are not soldiers. Who are they? But well, what I want to say, since all these protests, I have not had the chance to communicate direct with my mom, as we have all grown, and I made chance yesterday to call. So when I spoke to her, because on Saturday when I was listening the replay of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's broadcast, he was lamenting that Governor Wike of Port Harcourt, Rivers State, has given a free ride for the soldiers to pass through Port Harcourt to come to Igbo land. And after listening to that, that was really what made me, I said I must make time to call my mom, because normally if it's for the protest, I know she will be safe wherever she is, because I know that. So I called last night to ask her how she's faring and what is going on, without telling her what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said. Without saying anything, I just called her. I said, how are you, the protest? How did you people keep yourself safe? My mom told me that they were all fine. Protest now. She told me that some people came during the time of the protest, because in my place we have a police academy. I am talking about Owerri. So my mom said that these people came. She told me that those people, they don't know where they came from, that those people are not our people, and they are not people like Igbos or people they know. She said she cannot trying to make problem Then the DPO of the police station around us told his men not to fire. So when they saw that they couldn't create havoc as they proposed, they wanted to put fire on houses. And people came out and started shouting, and cars, and said, "This is not government property. Why are you trying to put fire? Nobody has talked to you people." So when they started shouting, people were like, we can't see this and let go. Then the police from afar started shooting up their gun, and they all ran away. That was one story my mom told me. My mom now told me that after that, soldiers from nowhere has surrounded them. He said there were soldiers everywhere. My mom told me this, that everywhere around them were soldiers till now. For her, they came to keep peace. So when I heard that from my mom, I didn't tell her what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said because I didn't want to put fear on her. I just told her, you people should know how you move. Just be quiet, be careful, don't go out late. We are not people that goes out late. Do everything during the day and go in. So I decided to make this video today to confirm what my mom said. I sat to do this very video. I saw a post from BVI channel talking about the army trying to boasting about invading Imo State, which is my state. I watched that video. It was just a confirmation of what I heard from my mom, because he played a video where Nigerian army were raking, boasting that they are going to Imo State to kill and to destroy, calling it internal security, while the real war is there at Abuja. So I'm using this video to call on all my Igbo people. It is very unfortunate that the people we did not put, that has put themselves there as governors, are watching while the blood of their own brothers and sisters are being wasted for their own political gain. At least, if they even talk, it will go a very long way to ease this tension and to save lives. But they all kept adamant. Their wives, their in-laws, no one can talk sense into their heads. Their children, they are all abroad that we know, but is there no one of them that can talk sense into their head? That's what I'm asking. I am asking, are they not seeing what we are seeing? Just like the pastors and the religious leaders in Nigeria. When this thing started newly, with the late Buhari in 2015, they were all quiet. Buhari died, people were being killed, Christians, they were all quiet, as if they don't see what we saw. At a time, just not too long this year, when they announced that they are coming for their accounts, that was when the churches and their CEOs and the pastors and the reverend fathers and bishops rose up to talk. But they were there when they put tax on marriage, 56,000. If you marry in the church, you have to pay 56,000. They didn't say anything. They were there when Christians were being killed. Not Rome, not Church of England, not themselves inside Nigeria said something. The Catholic Church, the Reverend Fathers only protested when some Reverend Fathers were killed. But their own congregation were being killed, even came into the church to shoot people. They did not say anything until it get to them. So I know that the governors and their families, their wives and their children, they are seeing what is going on in Nigeria. They are seeing the card their own fathers and uncles are playing. But they chose to be silent. They chose to call it politics. Oh, those people dying, they are children of other women like you, Mr. Governor's wife. Those people dying, they are sisters and brothers to some to other people, like you, Mr. Governors, uncle, cousins, and sisters. When the war break, nobody will be safe, including you. I know you people will take your jets and fly away. The borders are open for you to run, but you are not God. None of you is God. Because with the videos I'm seeing, the Nigerian army boasting how they are going to come to destroy Imo State and to destroy Igbo land. I want my people to go to the international court. Just lay the case there. It does not mean that they are not seeing it. It's so unfortunate that in all these organizations, like the UN, it is black people that are heading them. The international court, I think it's a Nigerian woman there, but I know it's a black woman. Is she not seeing what is going on in Nigeria? Even the protests, the only comment she can make is that she's watching closely, that she's advising the protesters and the security agents to watch their steps. Is that enough? You go to the UN, there was a competition recently, rebranding Africa. Many countries of Africa competed in that competition. Only for the last minute, they gave Spain the chance as winner to go and rebrand Africa. Can you imagine such an insult? Spain to go to rebrand Africa. Does it mean that we are children, we have not grown? Or does it mean that Spain, I am living in Spain, is Spain more intelligent than any of the countries in Africa? Spain of all people. In Europe, Spain are taking like, they are taking like a village. They are the ones going to rebrand Africa. Recolonization. And we are there watching. And we have presidents in Africa. Shameless, clueless, old presidents that have no clue of what power is, selling out their own people. I also want to use this video to talk to my Tanzania people to please, as the election draws very close, you people must try that to vote in my Magufuli, my own president, because he has been the one standing up as a man to prove that Africans are not idiots. I also want to congratulate Rwandan president. He is also another president in Africa that comes up when they mess up to address them as a man in the house. And I call on other presidents to retrace their steps. You see what is happening in Nigeria? All the presidents in Africa, they are to be blamed because they knew very well that Buhari is dead. They held 1 minute silence for him on the 20th of April after his death, 2017. They saw what has been going on in Nigeria. Some people are saying he's dead, the other ones are saying he's not dead. And none of them can rise up and be a man to say the truth. And I ask, of what gain is it to any of them that our people, blood are being wasted in the continent, day in, day out, for the benefit of those that are not part of us, and they are in the position to stop the mess, and they chose to keep quiet? What is their gain? Tell me what you think. Just know that this video is to inform my Biafran people that war army has been sent to declare war on the Igbo people. Despite that there is no president, despite that the evidence is there out that the people ruling Nigeria, there is no president. Instead of them to have a remorse and a rethink, and instead of the Nigerian people to start putting their case on how to arrest these evil politicians, the evil politicians even have the boldness to go further. I know they must put a fight, but to go further to create a war in Igbo land? Tell me what you think. The war is on the doorstep. And for my Igbo people that think that we are talking nonsense, your mother and your fathers are all there, like mine is there. And we are all out here. Ugo Eberela na Mgbagbo. Thank you and God bless you all.